Frank Rollison spent 3 years on the job as the North Bay Village manager. Mayor Connie Leon Krebs says his time there didn't end well.
A lot of issues. They're still being sorted out and evaluated and investigated.
The state's Chief Inspector General's office is looking into Rollison's tenure. We obtained this public records request written by the Governor's Inspector General's office. The February request is for documents about any and all investigations into the acts or omissions of Frank Rollison as related to allegations of official misconduct dating back to January 2015. Rollison's time as village manager includes what was seen on surveillance video during Hurricane Irma. An officer filed a complaint that his coworkers brought in a cooler of beer, put it in a conference room, and then an officer is seen covering the camera. It was like this for 9 hours. The officer who filed the complaint alleged his coworkers were too drunk to respond to calls for help.
It does look awful. No city wants to know that their police are drinking alcohol during time of emergency.
The police chief reprimanded 6 officers and docked leave time. Rollison signed off on the disciplinary action.
Some police officers did something they shouldn't have been doing, and they got disciplined. And so, Frank, as the village manager, disciplined them, and then that's the end of the story.
One thing still to be determined: allegations that the village during Rollison's time improperly submitted claims to be reimbursed by FEMA for $250,000 in overtime spent during Irma. The state said the allegations of possible improper filing of FEMA claim forms should be reported to the U.S. Department of Justice. We're told the village has reported it. As for Rollison, he resigned abruptly in January.
He wasn't fit for North Bay Village, as evidenced by his departure with no notice.
Rollison chose not to talk to us about the probes into his time in North Bay Village, but Miami-Dade Mayor Carlos Jimenez is coming to his defense.
I know his character, and so I knew that these accusations were basically false.
The mayor told us his office was not aware of the questions about Rollison until we told them.
And no, it didn't cause me concern.
Jimenez says Rollison is the right man to have the county ready this storm season.
I have confidence in Frank. He's been a great public servant. He's served in a lot of different capacities in this town and in the city, and now I'm sure he'll do a great job as the emergency manager for the county.